Are you leading a team? Did you just get promoted? Delegation is an important skill you should learn. Hello and welcome back to Freedom English channel. This is Sanara. What is delegation? To put it forward in simple words, I would say transferring of tasks and responsibilities from one person to another. But as a leader, for you, delegation means first understanding what are the tasks and responsibilities that are lying on the table and to whom you are going to give these tasks and responsibilities so that it gets completed on time and with quality. So, if you're a person with a good delegation skill, you actually can become a very good leader. In order to gain that skill, I would request you to watch this video till the end, and in case if you are not subscribed to our channel, go ahead, subscribe and click the bell icon. So we have 9 points, or I would say 9 steps when it comes to delegation. So let us start off with the first one. And first step is preparation. Preparation, it has to happen on both the sides. One, you understand what are the responsibilities and tasks that are given to you as a leader. And you have to understand what types of executives and associates you have and what are they good at, what are their skills, everything. So, you will take the responsibilities and tasks from this side and give it to the person on this side. So, the first thing you have to understand here is, will this person be able to complete this task or responsibility on time with quality? Because it will correctly reflect on the company's growth and profit. So, first step or first point what we have to do when it comes to delegation is prepare. Understand what is to be done and how it has to be done. Second step, assign. So now we have understood what tasks and responsibilities are there on your table as a leader. And you have also understood your employees. Okay, Mr. Sundar is good at so-so things. Mr. Amal is good at so-so things. Okay, I'm going to take up this responsibility or task and give it to this person, because I know this person is actually the right person to do this and it will be done with good quality. So what are we doing in the second step? We are assigning it. So as a leader, if you think that you can do all the tasks and responsibilities single-handedly, it's not going to happen. So normally that happens when you suddenly get promoted. You might not understand what to do. When you suddenly get promoted, you normally think, as an executive, I was doing all the work and tasks by myself. So the same thing applies here, but it does not. As a leader, as I mentioned earlier, first you prepare, understand what is there, and second step is to assign it. And why do you assign it? Because as a leader, you will have a lot of tasks and responsibilities that has to be completed. So if you think you can do it single-handedly, it will not happen. That is the reason we start delegating it. Delegating means we are giving specific tasks to specific people, and that is the second point, which is assigning it to the right person. Third one, be very specific. Be very specific means, one, you call Mr. Sundar, you tell Sundar, okay, so this is your task, you have to do it on this time frame. It has to be of this quality. It can be a sales or it can be an editing process, anything it might be, you have to give it in a very specific manner. You cannot just give a task to the person and say, finish it off. They might not know it. So, you have to be very specific. Who is going to do what, in what time frame they have to finish it, what type of output are you expecting, and the main thing is quality. There is no compromise on quality. So the third step here is you're going to be very specific what tasks goes to whom and when it has to be given back. Fourth step, we have given it from our end. But are we getting a confirmation from their end? We need a confirmation. Why do we need a confirmation? Because that is how we know, is that person comfortable with performing this task or responsibility. If they are not comfortable, it will reflect on company's growth and profit. So it is a very sensitive thing. When you're assigning a task or a responsibility to a person, you should know if that person is comfortable and confident enough to perform that. If they are not confident enough to perform it, then comes the next step, that is training. So you have assigned a task to someone and that person comes up and says, I am not really confident about this. I need some more training in it. And as a leader, what you do there? You provide them with ample amount of training. Be it communicational training or let it be technical training. But if they require training, as a leader, you should provide it. You might not be the person who is actually training them because you might have L&D, Learning and Development Department in your company. They might be the one who are providing training, but this individual has to be taken to L&D and said, I have assigned this task to Mr. Sundar, but he is having a little bit of problem in doing the task and has requested for training, so I have brought the person here. L&D department will provide the required training and then this person will be able to do the tasks and responsibilities on time with quality. So this is our fifth step. Sixth step is following up. So you have given the tasks and responsibilities to Mr. Sundar. He has come up saying that I'm not confident enough to perform it. If he has said he is confident enough, well and good, we leave it there. But still, when that happens, we follow up to check if he is still comfortable. Will he be able to complete the task on time with quality? And if he has any doubts, as a leader, you have to help him out. But here what happened? Mr. Sundar actually said he is not confident enough to perform the task. So we have taken Mr. Sundar to L&D department, taught him how to do the task and brought him back to the department. So now what we have to do as a leader is go and check whether he has actually understood the task, whether the training has actually helped him, and whether he has actually started doing the task. So once you follow up like this, you actually understand where your executives and associates stand. As an executive or associate, you might be doing your work and you might be sending daily report to your reporting manager stating that I have done so and so things today. But when you become a leader, you have to check on your associates and executives whether they have done their work today. So that follow up is a very important thing. If you don't follow up with your associates and executives, some people might do their work on time, but some people might take you for granted and some might be stuck with the task. So any of these three situations arises, the best thing to do is to follow up and understand where actually your associates and executives stand so your company gets profit out of you. Seventh point, very important point or step, I would say, don't micromanage. What do you mean by micromanaging? If I'm the leader, I don't trust my associates and executives and I do the work by myself single-handedly. I don't delegate anything. That is called micromanaging. When you micromanage, what happens is the ones who are working below you or who are reporting to you will understand that you're not having the trust on them. You don't believe that your associates and executives can actually perform the tasks and responsibilities. You have an eye over them. You redo the work which they have done already. You check their work like 1,000 times, and most of the times you don't delegate the tasks and responsibilities to them. So when this happens, the work culture collapses there. They will not have the mindset to work. They might want to leave the company. So as a leader, you don't want that to happen because that will reflect on the organization itself. So what you should do here, stop micromanaging. Don't do things single-handedly. As we know, delegation is very important and we have understood the steps also. If your employees get stuck somewhere, you now know what to do, give them training. So micromanaging actually takes a toll on the organization. So do not do it, say no to micromanaging. Eighth step is giving feedback. Feedback is very important. Any tasks and responsibilities taken up, once they complete it, you should give them a constructive feedback or a good feedback. When you're giving a constructive feedback, make sure first you praise them, which means you have really done a good job, Mr. Sundar, but there can be a little bit of improvement on this side, or maybe this can be improved. It will look really good if you can work on this. So when you use such terms to your employees, first they feel good that they have accomplished something. And when it comes to Mr. Sundar's life, he was someone who came up and said he was not having confidence to finish the task and who has undertaken a training to understand the task first. So here, feedback is very important, and when it comes to constructive feedback, when you use such phrases, they first feel motivated and they also think, okay, I have actually performed well. Just a small change can actually give my performance an excellent review. So that is how you give a constructive feedback. And on the other side, when you give a good feedback, say it from your heart, wholeheartedly, that the person has done a fantastic job. Again, if we speak about Mr. Sundar, you can state it as, I'm really proud of you, Mr. Sundar. You came up to me and said you were not having the confidence to finish this task. We took you to the training hall, we trained you, and now look at yourself how wonderfully you have completed the task on time and with quality. So that is how you give a wonderful, good feedback to a person. And the last and the final step Ninth is celebrate your employees. When you're a leader, you can always point out and say this is wrong, that is wrong. But if any of your employees do something good, even the smallest of the smallest thing, celebrate them. Call them in front of everyone. Give a standing ovation. Clap for them. Give them a small gift, maybe a chocolate or anything or a certificate or maybe a sticky note that says you have done a good job. Keep it up with your name and signature on it. As a leader, you will actually have a mark on their heart and they would never forget you. Because when we celebrate our employees' success, they want to do more. And on the other side, when I have celebrated Mr. Sundar's success, maybe Mr. Amal also want to become successful. It's kind of like a healthy competition which you can create in your organization. Becoming a leader might be easy, but being a good leader is very difficult. And one of the skills which you should adapt to be a good leader is delegation. Trust your employees, trust your team, be a leader, be a team player. Don't be that boss who would say, do that, do this is wrong, that is wrong. Play with them. When you run with them, when you tell them, when you lead them to the right place, they will come behind you and they will give their 100% dedication in it. And one main point here is celebrate even the smallest of the smallest things which they do as a good thing, so that they'll be self-motivated and they will motivate even their colleagues to do better in their job. So with this point, I'm going to end this video. So today we have learned what is delegation and why delegation is important and how you can actually delegate tasks and responsibilities to other associates and executives or who are reporting to you in a very good manner. So if you're a leader, please practice delegation and never micromanage. And with this point, I end my video. If you like this video, go ahead and give a thumbs up. If you feel that it can be beneficial for others, go ahead and share. And if you have not subscribed to our channel, go ahead, subscribe our channel and click the bell icon. And Freedom app, please, it should be in your phone. If you ask me why, I would simply say, if you need a guide in your life to make more money, to manage your money, to start a business, to start farming, this is the one-stop solution and this is that one guide who can actually hold your hand and walk you throughout the process to reach the destination and make money in crores and crores. How it's going to help you? We have mentors who have traveled from 0 to 100, who are making nothing in their life and who are making crores in their life right now. And we are not going to show you the starting and the climax alone. We are going to show you the complete story. Mentors themselves are going to tell you how they actually reached there. What you have to do is understand what they have done, implement it in your life and change your life immediately. So with this point, my video comes to an end. I'll catch you again in the next video. Until then, you guys take care and bye-bye.